Night, guys, and today we are going to be answering the question, can Dash from The Incredibles really run on water? Because today we're going to be doing something different. We're going to burrow deep down to the roots of this movie and try to find out if he really can run on water. So pretty much the first thing we need to do is bring the Flash, which we're going to be using today, and convert him down to Dash. So the Flash, if I can get my eraser, the Flash is around 25 years of age in the TV show, and he weighs about 110 pounds. What we're going to need to do is bring down the Flash down to Dash in pounds, not by age, just by pounds, so we can erase that. And as Dash weighs 60 pounds, and he's 10 years old, so he's pretty light 10-year-old, we're going to get about 1.8. And so now, with that number, 1.8, we're going to have to convert that basically in another equation we're going to do. So in the Flash, which is a TV show, I'll just call it the Flash, Barry needs to run 650 miles per hour to run on water, basically. And so if we divide that by 1.8, which is the magic number that brings down him to Dash, what we're going to have to do is divide it. And we get an answer of 361 miles per hour, which actually is pretty fast. And so this is our benchmark number we're going to use to convert, not really convert, but this is our benchmark number for how fast Dash needs to go to run on water. Okay, here is the second step. Now, what we need to do is calculate Dash's top speed, which is going to be really hard, and I'm not excited about this part. But we've got to do it anyways. So the year in the movie is set in 1962, and the teacher has a security camera in his classroom where he catches Dash putting a thumbtack on his chair. And you might be asking yourself how we're going to calculate his total speed just by that. Well, assuming that the security camera, has an FPS, frames per second, of around 5, which probably would have been the standard back then, considering that cameras were not really that developed. So 1962, camera 5 FPS. And in the movie, which I can't show on here, Dash basically moves from the chair to the teacher's chair, then back to his desk. And all of this takes 1 frame. And it's 5 frames per second, which means that this would be 0.2 seconds. Okay, and now what we've got to do is find out how long the classroom is. So at that time, the average classroom was about 30 by 30 feet. And so Dash, I'll just put a D right here. Dash would be right here. Teacher's desk would be about here. And after watching the video a lot, I came up to the conclusion that in between them, there is about 25 feet. About 25 feet in between them. And it only takes 1 frame to travel that distance. And it's 25 feet there and back, which gives us a total of 50 feet. So basically what Dash has got to do is travel 50 feet in 0.2 seconds with instant acceleration and deceleration, which I'm not going to talk about right now. But basically, if it takes 50 feet to travel in 0.2 seconds, actually, something I forgot, it would be 0.4 seconds because he appears in 2 frames, one going there and one coming back. So 0.4 seconds, 50 feet. And if he was able to do that, since he is able to do that, he can travel 250 feet per second. And so this is not frames per second. Feet per second is totally different. It's how many feet you can travel in a matter of 1 second. So 250 feet per second in 0.4 seconds. Well, not really that, but 250 feet per second is how fast Dash can travel. And if we convert that to miles per hour, we get a total of 170 miles per hour, which is pretty surprising because that is not that fast at all. But I will get to that part in a moment. Okay, so we do not have a lot of options left. I really want to see this become a yes, and this is actually some pretty surprising information. So Dash runs at 170 miles per hour from what we've gathered now, but even in the video game, he goes at least 190 miles per hour. So I have a feeling that we're way off. So let's try a completely new approach to this. Ugh, dang it, can't find the eraser. Alright, so totally new approach. What should we do? What other information is there? So surprisingly, we can use the exact same thing, but just with a little bit bigger numbers. So let's say the camera was recording at around 30 FPS, and the distance from his chair to the teacher's desk is 20 feet instead of 25 or whatever. But that's 40 feet now. And he's still traveling in the same amount of time. So we can just use the exact same stuff we got, and we get his speed at, his speed is 600 feet per second, which is a lot faster than the other time, actually. So 600 feet per second in miles per hour converts down to 409 miles per hour, which is more reasonable. That actually exceeds the speed we need, but since I don't want to be too rough or too easy, we average it out. So we average the two of them, which is 409 and 170, and we get a total of, drumroll please, 289 miles per hour. That is Dash's top speed, and that is the speed he's going to be at when he hits the water. Okay, conclusion. This is honestly not the information I wanted to hear. I'm actually I was named after this movie. My name's Dash, his name Dash. I was named after this movie. I really wanted to hear that he could do it and that it was possible, but I was pretty surprised when I found out that the math actually says that only 289 miles an hour is the answer we get. So basically, the conclusion is, can Dash run on water? And the answer is actually no. The answer is no. He cannot, and physically will probably never, run on water. And I'm okay with this, kind of. What would probably happen instead is that, so here's the water, here's the island, here's the tree, big tree. He's probably going to run here at 289, and then he's probably going to keep going for like, let's say realistically like 5 to 10 feet before he goes under, because he can't hold himself up. But this is pretty cool. Here's what it would probably look like in real life. Oh, I'm bashing so fast. Oh no, help. I can't help. Oh, dog. Okay guys, basically all you need to do now is go onto YouTube, click that subscribe button, click the bell icon, like, and tell your friends. That's pretty much it. And, bye.